The year was, Actually, I forgot what year it was. I'm gonna make an estimate. The year is 2011, and I was still in daycare, and still pretty small. But my dad had a PS3 Super Slim, and it came with 4 games. It contained God of War, 2 other games I forgot the name of, and a Littlebigplanet card with the move controller and steering wheel. Anyone even remember the steering wheel for the PS3? He let me play on it with the wheel, and I instantly fell in love with the game. I used to just call it carding or carding game. But guys, I played this almost every day. It was the first game I ever played. A year later or so, me and my brother looked through some demos and found a Littlebigplanet. I thought the game was really fun and wanted more of it. We also tried the demo too before getting the full game shortly after. It was the special edition. I do prefer the standard version of the box there, but I still have a soft spot for this version. It even contained DLC. Me and my brother spent hours on this game. 2 years later, we got Littlebigplanet free, the PS3 version. The game was glitched as all hell, but it did not matter. I still loved the game, just like the second one. And more than 2 years later, after that, I finally got LP1. And then, in 2020, I finally got my hands on Littlebigplanet PSP. It's kind of mediocre, but what are you gonna do? It's a Littlebigplanet game on the PSP. All of us Littlebigplanet games, dang it, all of our, why can't I'm not a good voice actor. All of us LBP fans all have our own story of how we got into this game, and that was mine. The reason I love this game is, well, you see, I have ADHD. I'm on the low end of the spectrum, but still. But as a lot of people with autism are, I was very creative and always think of new ideas, and still do. The game allowed me to express that creativity and share it to the world. Really, I can't tell you how many summers I spent playing these games. I play all of them besides Vita, and I love every single one of them. Yes, even Littlebigplanet 3. But I will admit, the community can suck at times, such as copied levels. You see, in all 3 mainline LP games, you can make a level copyable for others to copy and edit. You can tell this is done in one take. However, you cannot edit you can just not edit the level and then just republish it. And thus these levels took over LPP for a while. People copying levels and claiming them to be theirs. On LPP 1, there's nothing but copied levels. It's hard to make creative levels on that game now when there's all pops out of these levels. LPP 2 also had a lot of these, but they were later ironed out. And LPP 3 does not have any of them to my knowledge. There were other things that ruined the community, such as drama. You should have seen the LP2 community in 2018. Like, during that time, a guy named Nathan just had all of his friends besides me and his girlfriend turn on him for no reason. And there was also a lot of drama before that. Sorry, I was drinking Coke. I'm not even gonna get into the whole Latin player 10 thingy. However, despite some bumps in the road, the future is looking bright for Littlebigplanet. And pause. Okay, so I first wrote the script several months ago, and that line did not age well. Not at all. I was gonna make this video about why I love the LFP series, but there's so much stuff that happened. Well, in the time I stopped writing the script, I have to talk about it. And if this continues, the LP community is gonna shatter, go on fire, shut down. And as someone whose first game was a Littlebigplanet game, I have to voice my opinion on it. So this is why the LP community is going in the wrong direction. It started late into 2020, where modding for LPP was starting to become existent. There was mods before that. For a while, these very popular profile mods existed. Basically, you could edit by editing a profile backup via a computer. By editing this file named 0, You you can place stuff anywhere, anytime, anywhere, even if it's not on the moon. I like how there's a modded scene for this game and how it caught on more now, but there's people who want to use that for malicious purposes. Examples can include these Sonic Schoolhouse Skit. What did he call again? Sonic Skit House levels that contain the script that automatically hearts users to profiles. It could be bad, but to be honest, I just want to get a hold of the script just so I could get hundreds of people to be hearted to some random inactive noob account as a joke. Another person made this bot that bots level scores with an extremely high score. Fixed scores have always been a problem at LVP for years now, but this just made it worse. You can tell this guy wants to be banned by just looking at the profile picture. But there's this someone who has been so bad that if cancellation is a thing on LVP, this guy's just being canceled. His name is John. Well, that's not his full name, but that's what everyone likes to call him. He made the script that publishes thousands of levels every second. Now, this might have been fine if he were to keep it to himself, but no! He shared this with people who wanted to use it for evil. So, the servers got DDoSed, and the entire servers were broken for a while. You'd be very lucky to actually get online. And thus, the servers are basically unusable. But there is hope. Luckily, this bad lad made this hashtag to tell Sony that these games need help, and they're not dead. And it managed to reach the trending page of gaming, so the official LMP account made a statement saying they're gonna fix the servers. But so servers might be saved, but unfortunate side effect is before it was really hard to get online. Now you can't get online because it's under maintenance. But that's not all. During that time, a bunch of other stuff happened. One of the things that happened was the delisting of LVP2 on the PlayStation Store. Ironically, near its 10th birthday. If you already bought it, you could re-download it, so it wasn't removed, it was just delisted. Although, this might just be due to the fact that the store in general is closing soon. Overall, what is going on in the community is disastrous. Please, spread this video with others so we can get more people to know about the fate of these games. And together, we can keep this game from not burning to ashes. That's what LVP is all about, isn't it? You know, think about it, it's kind of ironic that a game about creativity is such a problem with botting and copies levels. I love these games, but even I'll admit they have issues.